Hello everyone, it's Sue from Crafts and Joy and welcome to my craft room today. Today I have a card to make for a friend. I'm a couple of days late giving her a card, but I don't think she watches my YouTube, but she should be, but yes, this is a card for my friend. Sometimes you just want something, well, I like nice sentiments every now and again, and this particular friend is very worthy of nice sentiments. That's where this card decided to sort of evolved from. And today I'm going to be using the Good Morning Magnolia. I've had this stamp set for a while and I just love it. It's really good. It's a two-part set, and it also comes with dies, so I like that. Yes. So don't forget, if you want to miss out on any of my future videos, to go to subscribe to my channel and to click on the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you for watching so far, and we will get cracking on my desk. Just going to go down there. There we are, and we're at my desk. Okay, so today I'm going to be using I've got a grey granite, which is kind of a paler grey. I have ahead of time just cut a bit of Whisper White card using a framelit. It's got a stitched edge to it, so I just wanted to double check it was going to fit where I wanted it to fit and get more of an idea. So, and I also want to start by creating a background. I'm just going to grab my bit of scrap paper that I've been using forever, so don't get a mess everywhere. One way to create a real quick background is to use Versamark. So I'm using Versamark here. I'm just going to ink up my stamps. I'm using a smaller, sort of like I don't know what type of flower it is. Is it Magnolia? I think it may be a Magnolia. I'm not very good on flowers, but or which type it is. I want to create a background. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna, and if I'm using this, it takes it like a watermark on the card. So I just want to keep going with that. Just got to leave it a few minutes to sort of dry, because it's a slower drying ink. This is the type of it's the ink pad that you would use if you were heat embossing, which I'm going to do in a second. So I just wanted to create a little sort of line of them down there. And on this side, whoops, I wanted to create a little similar, but coming off the sort of page a bit, hence I've got my scrap paper there. And I want them all sort of looking a bit different, like as in nature. So I'll do that one up actually. So I've just done a line down there and a line down there, so I'm going to let that dry, and it dries just a shade darker than what I've than the card is. So that's that bit done. I'm just going to dry. Oops, let's put my Versamark out the way, and I'm going to just clean because I'm going to clean my stamp, because I'm going to use the same stamp. I'm going to give that a little clean on my chamois here, make sure it's all nice and washed off from the Versamark. I want to do a little bit of colouring as well, so let's do that next. So I'm going to use the same stamp, and I want to bring my scrap paper back in, because I'm going to stamp off, I've just decided. So I want to do a little sort of saying. I'm going to use the saying from this. The journey of life is best shared with a friend. We'll get through this together. So I like that. I really like that saying, and that's perfect for my friend. So I'm going to do it, and I found one of the new framelits that I absolutely love, Tasteful Labels dies, and I love this. This has got so many. I can see these being used. Oh my goodness, I love my framelits anyway. I absolutely love these. These are really good, and there's a banner one here that I love. So yes, I like these type of ones. So I wanted to do white emboss it powder and put some up there. Oh, I've got too much going on as usual in my head, and I want to colour this in. So I've got a little leafy stamp there. So let's start by doing that in the memento. So I do want to use a couple of blends. I wanted to use a grey, because I thought, why not? I just want to sort of kind of measure how big that's going to be, and I wanted to sort of do it about kind of coming off of my piece of stitch edge card that's going to be in the middle, kind of like that really. So that's going to sort of sit a bit like that, hopefully. So I want to put a leaf on there, so I'm just going to do my little leaf as well. Let's get the black on my leaf. Obviously the leaf comes with just want a little leaf on there, just like so really. So it kind of matches up. That's just, you know, that's quite pretty cool. So now I'm just going to go to my blends. I'm going to start with the paler one first, and this is Smoky Slate I'm using here, and I've got the other colours, and I get those in a minute. I'm just going to quickly go all over the flower. I'm not particularly fussy about my colouring in sometimes. I could do bad at colouring in, but I tend to sort of. But these blends, if you're not good at colouring, are brilliant. In my opinion, they're as good as the other brands that are out there. So they are definitely one to think about. But like most of the other brands that are out there, they don't coordinate with anything. That's the major difference with the Stampin' Up products. That's why I like Stampin' Up so much. This is Smoky Slate I'm using here. And obviously, if I was to go and get the Smoky Slate card, it would go with it. I'm using here, this is grey granites. This is a different type of grey. But it would be, you know, I'm just going to do what I think should be a little bit darker colour. So I'm just going to go over those a little bit. And I'm going to do that one petal a little bit darker than that one there, because in my head it's not quite open. So I'm just going to quickly go over that line, and I'm going to accentuate that line. Now, don't forget I have used Memento. I made a mistake once. Memento ink, because I'm using my blends pens. So my cat's just come in. I think he's getting hungry. Wants his dinner. So that's him. So now I'm going to go over that again. I'm just going to go over it a little bit more. It's quite normal for the colour to bleed through on the other side, so that will start to bleed through. I'm going to get my pen again, and with the light one I'm going into again. I'm just going to go over that, and it should just blend it in beautifully, and it has. Look at that. These are just lovely. If you're not very good at colouring, I'm just going to leave a couple of bits. I'm not going to go over it because I think it should kind of be a little bit paler, quite pale. So, but I like it. So I'll get a little bit more the darker one again. I'm going to go a little bit deeper this time. But I love a bit of blending. Oh, lovely. I'm just going to go over that one again. And then the light again. And that's almost there, I think. Just blend that in a little bit. And it just kind of, it's just so clever the way these work. I'm just going to go halfway down the leaf on that one. So it just looks great. I'm just going to, something I haven't grabbed from my blends is the green. So I know I've got a Old Olive, which is one of my favourite greens. So I'm just going to go over that. Stem of the flower. I'm doing one with a darker one because I want it to be quite dark, I think. The stem of the flower. I'm just going to try the light one as well on the leaf. Oh, wrong end. It tells you what end is which, and I just didn't look. That's the thinner end, that's the thicker end of the pen. So they're quite easy to tell, but I just dive straight in and opened it up. So hence I've got the wrong end. I'm just colouring in the leaf. I'm going to go back in with the dark. I'm just going to go where the dark bit, the veins are on the leaf, just to give it like a bit of character. I'm going to go over a couple of the stemmy ones. I think that is almost there. I'm just going to blend that in a little bit. There's a few ways to do your blends, but I like this way. But sometimes, you know, I like to change it up a little bit. I think that one needs a bit of a shadow on it where my flower is, so it almost creates a bit of a shadow. That's so easy to do with these pens, so easy. I think that's my colouring in done. How cool is that? I like, just close my blends so that they're all closed properly. Then I wanted to just put my greeting, and I mustn't forget to use my embossing buddy because I have a habit of forgetting. Just the same as you. Oops, there you go. On my desk somewhere. So, heat embossing. The golden rule is to make sure you use your embossing buddy. This piece of card that I've got here, will have like moisture on it, and my moisture here is the enemy. So we want to try and make sure there's no moisture on our card, because when I've touched it or whatever, I'll cut it with my trimmer. You know, that's going to be a bit of a problem. So I'm just going to get that there, and I want that in the centre there, hopefully. I'm going to cut it out, so it's not So that's now, I've just stamped that image out. I'm just looking for my white embossing pad, which is behind me. I'm just going to move that out of the way. Too many things on my desk at the moment. I have my embossing powders in containers because I use them quite a lot. And I've got some old spoons that I've keep in there, each one. So hopefully this will turn out lovely. I just do it a few times, double check it, and I flick it from the back. Now there's a top tip here, Mrs. H's top tip. Let me close that up. Sorry. If I had some embossing powder that I didn't want it to be, I mean, I'm lucky there because it's all come out okay. But I could get a paintbrush or something, and then now's the time to just flick it off any bits that you don't want to heat or don't want there, where they shouldn't be. Just make sure there's nothing on your card, and that should come out okay. So before you heat it, make sure you get flick any bits off that you don't want where this powder's stuck. So I'm just going to heat that up now. Heat gun's going on. Let me just get that and show you. Get that up. I'm using my silicone mat here, so you can see that. I think you can see that. I love the white. Oh, I love it. Just as it turns, don't overheat it. It's quite easy to burn it. Just as soon as it turns, you'll see it turn, and that is it. And that is that done. I'm just going to let it cool a few seconds, but yeah, that looks fabulous. I love it. I use this in silicone matte all the time, and this is Stampin' Up! One that I recommend. I mean, mine's got glue on it and all sorts, but obviously not many things you could do that with. It's really good for blending if you're doing anything. Don't get stuck up everywhere. Mine is always in arm's reach in my craft room. So I'm just going to quickly go and cut this out on my big shot. And hopefully that should fit. Oh, try and bring my big shot to my desk so you can see what I'm doing. There's a new big shot they're just about to come out, so it is quite big than my big shot. So I'm just gonna, and my plates are really warped, so I'm just gonna put a couple of bits of tape on there to hold it. It's despite having the magnetic platform and everything on there, I think it's still, my plates are just worn out. But there's a new big shot coming out, a new Sizzix big shot coming out. So it's going to come out the other end. It's got normal for it to crack and make noises. So that is that bit. Yeah, my big shot is really getting worn out now. It's cut out thousands upon thousands of images and shapes and different things over the years. So we can't be too hard on it. But yes, I love it. Ooh. Right, so let's put my card together. I'm also going to put some, sorry, my big shot made that a bit wonky. Sorry, folks. I'm going to put my card together. I'm going to put a bit of grey ribbon round. Oh, it's annoying, isn't it? I'm going to put some ribbon round. I'm going to put that down first. Grab my glue. Hopefully put that about there on my card, so we've got enough room to put that. Yes. Oh, I like it. So I'm going to put this round, and hopefully I want to tie it up on this side. I'm going to just scoot it round the back of the card, cut an end. I only want to do a knot, so that's getting challenged here, or not challenged. I'm trying to do it so both ends are at the bottom of the card, and that's it. Just pull that nice and tight. I like it. So I want that across there like so. I'm gonna see if we can. What's going to cover the sentiment there, isn't it? Let's go down a little bit, or up a little bit even. Let me cut my ends off my ribbon. It's getting in the way there, isn't it? There we go. That looks really cute. I like that. Let's grab some dimensionals. I think we're almost good to go. Dimensionals are falling off my shelf. Whoops. There we go. So I'm going to put that on some dimensionals. And I think I'm almost good to go. So it's my cat just coming to say hello. I'm sure you just heard my cat. I should be called crafting a cat. I know. It's nearly your dinner time, isn't it, Zeta? He's coming in to let me know. You're going to feed me? Feed me. So I'm not quite sure where to put that. I want to put it there, I think. About there. Oh, I like it. And I think I'm going to put a couple of pearls on there. Do we have some pearls handy? Oh, we have some pearls handy. Just seeing what's around. Some somewhere. I don't seem to have them handy. Oh, some there. Yeah. Yes. I'll get them out of the packet. Oh. Oh, they're stuck in the packet. Whoopsie. Another whoopsie. Pearls that won't come out of the packet. That has to be a new one. I'm going to try some different ones actually. I'm just changing my mind. Oops, sorry. I can't find the ones I was hoping to find. They're in my drawer somewhere. Actually, I've got some. Oh, this is a good top tip. I've been trying to use some of my pearls up. What we could do, because we've got a blend handy, I've got some old ones. These are retired ones. And I'm just thinking we could colour them. So all we're going to do, I think I have shown, may have shown this before. So I'm just going to do 3 and see how this goes. Oops. I'm going to make sure they're on the sheet, on their carrier sheet first. I'm just going to go around them with the ink a few times with my pen. I'm just going to double check this all covered, so we've kind of made them a different colour. How cool is that? And we've used up some. This is, I mean, you can't do this with many things because that's going to now coordinate. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? So I'm just going to pop these on. If you want something to coordinate with it, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Oh, I love it. I'm going to see my friend to give her this once we're out of this lockdown. Well, hopefully not too long before I get to see my friend properly. So I'm going to put 3 on there. Where should I put the third one? I'm going to put 1. I'm going to put 1 about there, I think. There we are. Oh, a couple more on there, I think now. Oh, I'm changing my mind. Oh. Let's colour a couple more. This is a great way to use up your, if you think, oh, it's not the right colour, this is just a great way to use them up. But also, that more importantly, they coordinate. How cool is that? I didn't plan this, but it seems to have gone that way. My cat's really saying hello now, isn't he? What do we think of that? Oh, I really like it. I do like the grey. I do like the grey. I'll just switch the cameras. Thank you so much for watching today. I do hope you enjoyed my card that I've just made. That one. Obviously, I do have a blog. If you'd like to buy any of the supplies that I've used today, you can go over to my blog on craftsenjoy.com. There's also a great joining offer. And if your wish list or shopping list is near £99, you get £130 worth of product plus a free bundle, which is absolutely amazing. Go to our website and there's some details over there for you. And also you can join, and that everything's over on the website. Thank you so much for watching today. I do hope you subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I've got to click off that now. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.